Okay, good afternoon. Yes, it is. Um, Hold on a second. I'm still trying to pull up the stream. I try to cheat and do this the simple way, but some days you win some days you lose some. How was your Thanksgiving? Well, I'm definitely alive. That I could see. Okay, so that part is true. Let me check the volume. How was yours? Sounds like it was good. Sounds like it's good. Saturday. I don't know what to tell you. I gotta work on that. I want people that subscribe to the channel. Hello. How are you today? I'm not on cam yet. Give me a second. How was your Thanksgiving? Well, I'm still back here trying to get things together. That's good to know. That's good to know. All right, let me see. I think I fixed everything I need to fix. Today is going to be simple talk. I just got a few things on my mind that I would like to share out and see what other people are thinking. I see if, something wrong with me. Some days I be in these spaces and I be like, something's wrong with me because I see things totally differently. Hey. All right. First things first. Let's begin with my no men. We have now completed one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. We have eight bodies. Let me see if y'all can see that. We got eight bodies, and one of them has a nose and a scarf. So, however, seven, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven is needed. 11 is the ultimate goal. So we got three more to go. I think I could finish three more of the bodies before I get to work on Monday. So even if I do one today, one Saturday, and today is Saturday, one Saturday, one Sunday, one Monday. Because I want to move on. I figured out the nose now, even though I think it's a big nose, but T says the nose is fine. Um, I figured out a stitch for the scarf. So now I just gotta find some more yarn for different scarves. Maybe I'll do scarves and nose neck. Oh, you know what? Hold up. Yeah, it's coming along. It's coming along. All right. I'm going to finish doing what I'm doing. I'm still working. I'm still working. I know I was supposed to work on this camera, but I did not spend time in my media area over the the Thanksgiving week. Um Let me see something. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. All right. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So I only have four more to go. I'm gonna leave it like that because I'm gonna mess up. I didn't bring my phone over here with me, so I don't have my phone. Hopefully you can still hear me. All right. So today on my what did I call this? Loose threads. I think this is a good segment to have when I'm just going to be doing crochet cuz believe it or not, when I finish little snowman here, um I think the next major thing is I got to figure out how to make their what I'm making on the head, if I'm really going to use the eyeballs. So there's still some deciding things and making the scarves around the neck. Um so they still got work to be done. Um so and then after this project I still don't know how many hats I have to make, but I have to finish the elf hat that I just put them on hold because I was like, I need to get these bodies up out of here with the snowmen. I need to get the bodies up out of here. Um no, I'm not expecting myself to be on there either. But I'm just wanting to show my progress and let me see. I had a few things I wanted to speak on because I was watching a few things and my getting a little uh so without mentioning any content creators' names, I'm just gonna speak in generalities about protocol or what would a reasonable person do. And that's the standard in law that we have for a lot of things is the status is what would a reasonable person do. So let's discuss. There's a court case that's brewing, and the other day I observed um somebody's I guess I watched it in a replay, put up a video announcing that someone was threatening them, their platform, or they were being threatened, and that they were taking the threat seriously. And then I went to review the threat and I listened, and um, it's far from me to say that somebody doesn't feel threatened by the speech. Anybody that makes you feel uncomfortable, it is a threat, nevertheless. So anyhow, I was listening and I said, well, what court case is this court case? And why would the family be making such threats against the YouTuber? And it made me go digging up the story. And the story is about a missing woman whose family, about a month ago, a little over a month ago, went down to Atlanta because the lady went missing. And the family hit the YouTube, hit the I think it was more like Facebook, but hit the social medias to get people looking for their missing loved one. And I watched several videos during the period of time when they came down here looking. The response they got from the police department, basically feeling like they were strangers in stranger territory because they came from out of town looking for their loved one, devoted that they would not leave. Um, they showed where the person who their loved one was in a relationship with, their intimate partner, was basically like carrying on business as usual, and the person was missing, having a roof put on the house that they lived in, just some crazy stuff. Anyway, the person turned out to be deceased, and they ultimately found it after, the police wanted them to wait 48 hours before they could file a missing person report. The police discouraged them from taking on a campaign, said that it was interfering with the investigation. Um, but those are the videos that the family of the decedent was putting out, not the family of the person accused. The family of the decedent in a video said that the man confessed. He was arrested and is now going through the judicial um the he's going through the process. You got a whole YouTube channel over here now doing FOIL requests, digging up communication, and then going live playing the communication. The thing that's disturbing to me is that, would you want that done to you? And I'm like thinking about that, and I'm saying, I'm listening to the person. Now, I'm going to tell you this. I know that there were this person, this YouTuber, has went to visit people that are incarcerated, and some of their conversations have been played on this YouTube by other content creators. I have not listened to those conversations. Um, I did not listen to those conversations because I do feel like it's an invasion of people's privacy. But nevertheless, they say it's public record. They have a right to do it, and they're out here doing it. They did it to her. Now she's doing it to someone else for content. And now that someone else's family is threatening her. And she's saying she's taking it seriously and quoting the lifestyle of the new media. Well, it's one thing to be part of new media, but it's another thing to be part of new media when you have violated everything that old media does to it, like you've taken the integrity where old media had its issues keeping the confidence of the viewer. This new media is messing with the integrity of the process altogether. There's rules behind this for a reason. And I listened to the person. First, they put up the video of what the person had to say. Then they came back and reviewed the video of what the person's family members had to say against them. And I'm just like, really? And then at the end of the video, makes a public service announcement like, if something should happen to me, now you know where to look. No, no, that's not how this works. If something should happen to you, hey Mimi, happy Thanksgiving. If something should happen to you, um, that's not how this thing works. That's not how it pans out. You have to take into account are you contributing to are you part of the solution, the information, or the problem? Now, I'm going to tell you something. I wasn't thinking much of it. I sure did. I sure did. Very peaceful Thanksgiving. Um, I was thinking, and I'm saying to myself, lady, you are being threatened by the family of the suspect. Now I gotta look and see what his whole. I didn't give it much look after I saw the videos of the family members. And what I will do, since I won't play anybody else's, I won't play their videos, right? They don't come from the cemetery. I'm just trying to be funny. But I will go and put up those, give a link. I'll put the links in this video at the end of it to the videos I watched of the families seeking their missing person, only to later find out that she was in fact deceased. Learning what they learned about domestic violence situations that she's in. Listen, the bottom line in the story is if you have loved ones, especially, well, nowadays you can't even just say just women. If you have loved ones that you have lost connect with, connect. They live in other states, connect. Some people are living in challenging situations with challenging people and you don't even know it. You be up here thinking everything is going good in your life and really it isn't. And when they gone, they just gone. When they gone, they just gone. So, I'm always encouraging people to reach out. This was Thanksgiving. If you want to have a forgiving heart, this is the season to really put aside your drama, trauma, and everything else. If you want to have relations with people that you consider to be your loved one. Now, I'm not even going to try to be no hypocrite around here. Mo, that's me. I've written some people off and I've kept them at a distance for a reason. So I don't have anybody that um if they wasn't around me, I ain't I'm not checking for them. But you never know. You don't know what people are going through. I know I was speaking to somebody, I'm in this what am I gonna call this? So y'all know I'm doing this I'm a little concerned about it, but I'm still doing my beauty consultant stuff. It's what I did before I came on this internet in 2018. And I was happy to get back to it because it gave me a chance to engage with other women. Um, but girl, I could tell you that sometimes you could just tell when people are overextended. And I listen to people and I'll just be like, be true to yourself and then everything else will follow. Be honest with your peeps. Mimi, I'm down to I got 8 completed. 3, 6. 7, 8. I got eight bodies. And then I started to put a nose on it because I wanted to see what pattern I had for the nose. So I found a nose to make and which pattern I'm gonna use for the scarf. So I found the pattern to make for the scarf. I gotta see if I'm gonna make the string things on the scarf. But here we are. He's now got a nose, but that's only one of them. I need 11. So I'm up to. Just thought you might want to update where we are at with the snowman. But I just listen to women. Um listen to my peers. Listen to people that want to provide for other folks all the time at their own cost. Listen, we're getting older. Stop overextending yourself to people. Just stop overextending yourself to people. Stay within your means. Let me tell you something. Can't nobody shame me about anything I'm doing when they doing bad or when they're doing their worst. You can't make me feel guilty about none of that. For audience, I was looking at folks during Thanksgiving posting all this food and stuff. And I'm saying to myself, self, now food expensive. I'm not even gonna hold you. So I'm saying to myself, so what are these people gonna do after Thanksgiving? What do their meals look like after Thanksgiving? Now, not for nothing, somebody offered me a turkey. So my dodo bird so sad. This was on Tuesday. Now, if you are anybody that really cooks, you know why that's so wrong. Can you imagine getting a frozen turkey on Tuesday? Think you're going to eat it on Thursday? But nevertheless, I asked one question. How many pounds is that turkey? And the person said, well, the tag fell off of it, but it's a very heavy turkey. It's got to be at least 25 pounds or better. I said, no, thank you. They was like, do you have turkey? Now, this how the question went. First, it was like, do you have turkey? I said, no, turkeys were too expensive. We just went with the ham, and that's it. We're going to have the ham this year. But we have the ham every year. So then the person said, I have a turkey. So then I said, oh, how many pounds is a turkey? So then they said, well, I just put it back in the refrigerator because it was given to me, but I can give it to you. It's a heavy turkey. It must be about, the tag is missing. It must be about 25 pounds. So I said, no, thank you. So then the person said, but you ain't got no turkey. Why would you say no, thank you? And I was like, because a 25-pound turkey for 3 people, that means I'm going to be wasting a whole 25-pound turkey that somebody else can use, eat, and enjoy. So no, thank you. And that's the reason why I didn't buy the ones in the store because they were too big. And let's face it, we only really eat the breast. We don't like the legs. We ain't eating those wings. Like it just don't make no sense. So about the next day, early in the morning, the person sent me a text message and was like, girl, thanks for not taking the turkey. I found somebody else down the road, I think she said down in her church, but I'm just going to say down the road. Somebody else who absolutely doesn't have nothing for Thanksgiving. They didn't have anything, not the turkey, not the this, not the that. I was like, oh well, I'm so happy that you was able to find somebody that was in need to give it to. And that was that. So she's like, I'm putting together some other trimmings to go with the turkey because since they have nothing, like that. I was like, man, girl, bye. And that's it. But there's always somebody. I guess the moral of that story for myself is I didn't want to take because somebody was giving me something for free away from somebody else who might be more needy than myself. Because I didn't need the turkey. We just would have wanted the turkey. And that's the distinction between figuring out what are your needs and what are your wants. There's been many times I've been on here dealing with the things I want versus the things I need. See, that person right there, they needed one plate. We was going to eat over here no matter what. But I think about it and that's why I don't waste my time really coming on here on Christmas. I mean, for their Thanksgiving stuff because I know based on the conversations that I've heard throughout the years on here that there are some people that are going to fake the funk on here, but they're really in need. And because the audience that we're around, our peers, the fellow people, we can't even be truthful about the facts. You see people talking about post your food. Man, bye. Ain't nobody posting nothing around here for you savages to make fun of. First thing these people would have been doing is just making fun of people, how they made it, how they cooked it. Girl, I don't I think you could have thawed it out if you just put it in some cold water in the sink. Um, but I'm gonna tell you the truth about not cooking a turkey, right? I only got one more Thanksgiving in to spare. I, man, I'm not posting anything. I know that's right. I said the same thing. I'm not giving them nothing. They be on here. You post something. I buy the turkey breast from Honey Baked Ham. That's the name of the brand, girl. They had turkey. I gotta look for my Thanksgiving video a couple of years ago. I gotta see did I make a turkey that year. People have really been struggling during this current administration. There is food insecurity at its highest levels. At its highest levels. Um, I've witnessed people steal food in 2025. I witnessed people stealing food. I've been shocked. But I'm not in no position to do better. I posted my food when I'm in the mood. I get a lot of views. Well, I'm not saying that people shouldn't post their food. I'm just saying that if somebody's making a demand of you to post your food because they fronting like they in the kitchen with China, someone in the kitchen with China, that they in the kitchen cooking and doing all this other stuff. If you doing all of that stuff, why do you need somebody else to prove to you that they eating? See, it be stuff around here that I be like, it's not Christian like, but these people want you to think all the time that they acting Christian like. Some people, this Thanksgiving was the first Thanksgiving that they was without a loved one that they were with years prior. You never know what somebody else is going through. You just never know. You just never know. I really feel like a lot of folks just be lying anyway for clicks and views. When the camera goes off, they're still in their misery. Oh no, I posted when I want to. 100%. I just can't I can just imagine who said that. Um yeah, I saw it a few times. I, I just saw it a few times. I saw it like taunting people. I don't know. It be some weird shit going on around here anyway. It just be some weird shit when you see it be some stuff I don't even really want to opine on too openly, but I'm just gonna tell you, grown men don't play video games all day long. But I guess people have to find a way to alleviate some stress and tension. But it just be weird stuff. I just be like, maybe they say the same thing. Maybe they say, somebody don't sit around crocheting either. But that's about it. The controversy around the Kanika Jenkins mama statements and stuff, I'm not even gonna touch that with a 10-tooth comb. And the reason why I'm not is because one, um, I'm gonna have to find one of my old videos. Um, when I first came up here and gave my assessment of what I was seeing going on back then. Um, and just leave it like that. So I'm not even getting into I'm not even finding myself in that. Um and I just couldn't believe that anybody would be coming out here like that. But this is what I'm gonna say as an overreaching statement, um, without having all the facts. This is what I'm gonna say. Well, hear me out. When you come upon these seasons, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, people's birthdays, um, people get a little tipsy when they get a little drink seeds in their body, and their loose lips sink ships, is what ends up happening. It's around these kind of family gatherings, especially Thanksgiving, when you will have people get in their feelings about things. People will have remorse about things, right? People will see people in their dreams that are their loved ones for the first time when these seasons come upon us, right? Because these are the family seasons. These are the seasons when you're around your loved ones and you're spending time. And if you have an empty void in you, the reaction will be real. So I'm just going to say, I'm not surprised to hear any kind of commentary because these are painful seasons for a lot of folks. So, you know, and that's all I'm going to say on the subject for myself. I'm not taking on no material issues with what was said. I'm just speaking on feeling and knowing that you can get in your feelings. If it had been any other season, I probably think something else. So, 3. So that's what I'm gonna say um about that. Um, and that's it. I saw some engaging conversations. I watched some non-Kanika communities talk about it. I watched tarot card readers. Hey, did I say hey to Coleman? One, two, three, four. five, six. So I just, one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four. All right. That's what that's what I have to say on that. So I spoke on the case of the guy. I don't know if I'm gonna follow it. Since they threatening YouTubers, I might want to follow it to see what happens. And actually I really didn't take what I heard as a threat, but I really didn't take that as a threat. Coleman, I have 8 of them ready. So here's I have 8 bodies. I need 11 bodies. So I'm working on body number 9. And then I'm going to do that other thing with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, and that's it. 13, 14, 15. Thing I don't like about all of these different channels up here that be talking about stuff, they never speak on specifics. So I never know what they really are, what something's all about. Yeah, so I'm on number 9. I got 3 to go. And that's that. You're moving fast with that project. No, girl, cause listen, I had to figure out how to make the nose, so I figured out how I was gonna do the nose. T said that this wasn't a too big of a nose, so we just gonna leave it like that. I felt like I put him up too high. I don't know if I'm really putting eyes on it. I don't know if I'm really putting eyes on it. Hold on a second. I don't know why I'm doing all this extra stuff when I could just. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. So I gotta the reason why I haven't closed it off yet is because why do I have to do some eyes? I don't know. He might look good without any eyes. I don't know. Let me see this way. He might look good without any eyes. Well, this is a she. This is Snow Woman. I don't know. Cause I gotta make sure I put them in the right place. I don't know. But he ain't getting no mouth and he ain't getting she and they ain't getting no buttons. So don't ask for none of that. But I gotta figure out what kind of hat I'm making for the girls versus what kind of hat I'm making for the boys. And that's it. I know. I just I can't wait. And y'all, I gotta figure out because I'm taking them all into the office with me on Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I should have all the bodies. And I might have all the noses. I just don't want to be sewing on the nose. So I'm gonna leave that to that other girl. I think she sews on. Did you get the Chinese bags? No. Remember I put the Chinese I put that bag. I ended up getting hold on, I'll show you what I got. Hold on a second. So I got like too many projects going right now. Hold up. I got too many projects going. I gotta finish this, but this is like the 10th day of the month. This is due. I got the hats for tea that I still gotta make. I got a sweater for somebody else I still have to get to. That I didn't even start yet. Um, but I have until after Christmas for the sweater because it's for somebody's birthday. And I gotta stop what I'm doing because next Sunday I'm wrapping up the senior gifts for the what do you call it for the senior? So now, but now you just made me wonder. Um, so this was the bag. I didn't get the Chinese wrappers. Remember, I put them back, and I said I found the bag. So this is the bag I found. Now I gotta see the item that's supposed to go in. Yep, it fits. So they fit in there. The two things that was supposed to go in there. Now let me see something else. I don't think I have a two. All right, let me see something because I got one more thing. So this is not gonna fit in here. So they did fit in there. All right, this is not gonna fit in there. But I was watching some videos today on how people gift wrap these things. um with cellophane. So I might do that. I don't know. That's that. But the gift I was gonna give, they do fit in there nicely. So that's what they're gonna get. I'm probably gonna make some little white bows on it. It's not really Christmassy because it has the snowflakes on it. So that feeds my need. And let me see. Oh, that's good. That could go in there. So hold up. I do have this other gift that I could give also. Cause this is the miniature. The satin lips and satin it's wintry, right? So this is like your winter lip kit. So we do the satin lips. And then this one is for satin hand. So it's already in a bag. All I have to do with this one, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do with this. So since it's already in its bag, I think I'm gonna take the funny paper and cut the paper and put the paper in the front, the season paper, and put it in the front and the back to make it look like it's a holiday, whatever. So those are the two. Actually, those are two gifts I got. I think I only have 4 or 5 people at the office, but let me tell you how this goes. If they get me something, even though I tell people not to, if they get me something, then I will give them something. If they don't get me something, which I think is what they should do, then I won't have to get nobody anything. I won't have to give anybody anything. But that is like, ooh, that's gonna look. Where's that paper I got? I gotta remember where I put it. I need that paper anyway, cause no, 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 no. I don't want anything from my colleagues. The only people I want anything from is the attorney. And that's it. No, they don't have to. They really don't have to. Cause I'll be like, don't do nothing. Ah, they do. I'm very much appreciated and I very much appreciate them, but they don't have to do nothing for me. That's all I'm saying. They could take care of their family. No. No, but I wanted to go to the store and look at my present that I want to get myself. Oh no. No, because I don't think I even tell them when it is my birthday. But this year, somebody did the birthday cake thing. And I was a little bit like, ugh, I was a little bit, and I think it's because I feel like they did that because I was taking that week off, but I had to work that week because they needed to take that week off to go to a funeral. And I think when they asked me for my why I needed, like, it was like, oh, I was gonna take that week, and I was like, no, I really need that week off because it's my birthday. And then they was like, oh, but I'm going to a funeral. So I think they was just feeling bad because it was my birthday. But we all know I don't really celebrate that, so that wasn't no issue for me. But um, I normally just take it because of Cheek's birthday, and I be wanting to have my moments to reminisce on people I once loved. That's kind of interesting. Yeah. I gotta do a count. Hold on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Mm, I don't like the way. All right, that's 24. That would have been correct, but one, two. Hold up, I lost count or something. I think this is where it messed up here. Hold up. Doo, 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 doo. Hold on, I gotta see if I messed up here. I guess this is also why I've just been in isolation doing it. One, two, no. So this, so that's where. Uh, we'll just go back. How have the gremlins in your life, Geminis in your life, been behaving? Laugh out loud. I don't know, cause you know that crazy Gemini. I ain't heard much from them lately. If that makes sense. And the other one, all right, wait a minute. One, two, hold up. Let me just count this out. This is gonna be three. But yeah. One, two, three. One, two. It's funny you should remember that person though. That's funny. But then I guess you would because they all in the same time period. You might be like a day separated from somebody. But I don't know. I don't even I ain't even try to reach out to them on their born day this year. I left it alone. Like I said earlier about people deceased people with their deceased loved ones, right? I'm saying that certain seasons in your life make you go back and reflect on that person, and it can make you react a certain way. We get emotional. So I'm not surprised when certain seasons come up and people act a little bit out of pocket because they're missing their loved one. The only reason why I guess I don't get that way is because I got too much stuff to do. I can't I'm gonna see them again. I can't. Yeah, it probably is because when I come on through here, I don't have the opportunity to change it. I have to change it early. I have to change it when I do the settings. That's all right. I ain't got nothing big. They can hang out in the back. Okay, so we went to three. Okay, so now it's four. One, two, three, four. I need to go to 40. Five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12. But this is number nine, so I ain't got that many more to go. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, mm, we'll go back to something. What you said? I have to learn to not allow others to get me out of character. Well, oh, oh, yes, you do. You must certainly do because ain't they ain't worth it. Hold on a second. So that is messed up. Hold up. Wait a minute. So we got one, two, three, four. I think I messed that up from the beginning. We'll just start all over. I know I did four right, but we'll just start all over from that row. All right, that's one. That's one. All right. Two, three, four, 7, 8. It's not worth it. People are not worth it no more. They're not worth all that time. You give them too much. You give them more credit than what they deserve. And people these days, they don't care. They want to do anything to harm you. They don't care who you are. They be forgetting that bloodlines when stuff hits the fan. People are prone to use other people for their benefit. And then when they're finished with you, they will just kick you to the curb because it's a self serving prophecy right now. People are only serving themselves, they worship themselves. That's why you got all this infatuation with these selfies and this stuff. Find yourself in a lot of trouble. You can't even help. You can't even really. You can help a stranger faster than you can help your family. All right. So I'm at 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. All right. All right. And that's 40. All right. Now this row, I need to go to 50. Shoot. Gotta get you from being in the back. You was like, they out there posting that nasty looking food. People was not posting that nasty looking food. One. It was not posting that nasty looking food. One, two, three, four, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. She said people were posting that nasty looking food. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. You know what I didn't buy this year? I didn't buy to go container 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So T was like, don't be giving about good containers from IKEA. 21, 22. She's in the kitchen like, stop. 23, 24. You know, what are you just doing today? You just exploring my whole channel? Girl, you know, I hit that thing. Ugh, you pissing me. That thing was YouTube set up this stuff a little bit differently. And one day when I was trying to go live, I was back there messing around and I hit that button thing. And I was like, oh, now I'm gonna forever have that stupid button. But thanks for the super chat. But girl, keep your monies. Keep your monies around here. Um, and that's that. But oh, that's so cute. Now wait a minute. Let me see. I think this. Ooh. Now look, you got me now trying out other features on my thing. You know what I can't do no more? Let me see what that looks like on the screen. You know I'm always trying out new things over here. I can't get the thing to make my little emojis go up anymore. That be ticking me off. It sure do that. All right, hold up. So what is this? I don't know what that is. All right. Let me see. What is this one right here? Start beeping when oh, let's do that. Let me do that. Then I know when to look up. But I can't figure out how to. I don't know what I did before to get my little emojis to go all up over the place. Girl, I did not. I should have thought about that container situation. Yeah, I can't get them to fly anymore. And I have no idea what I used to do. Now I'm going to sit up here and try to figure this out. All right. What is that? Uh, No, maybe I don't do that. Okay, let me see. Text to speech, visibility. Yeah, you're exploring. You're up here touching buttons and stuff. But let me see something. Ooh, let's see. All right, hold up, hold up. Let's see. Fade in the bottom to the left. Let's see what that looks like. Well, we ain't seeing it. All right, hold on. Let me see. Is this gonna be my emojis? Now you know I'm playing around. No. That sound though is annoying. Um, all right, where's this thing? Um, yeah, I don't know how to get my emojis to fly around anymore. What is this? All right. Okay. It's selected. They're supposed to float up and bounce around. But they don't do it no more. I don't know why they don't do it. I know I can't. You know what I think it is? I think I know what it is. Wait a minute. Where's this message at? I think I know what it is. I don't know where the message is at. Hold up. I think it's this one. Hold up. I think it is. I think I have to do this. I never thought about that. All right, let me see again. See, I just messed that all up. All right, so that was that. Let me see. I didn't see them fly up though. All right, I know it has to do with this. Girl, bye. I only made one. I only made one Spanish dish, and that was the arroz con dule. Latia said it came out pretty. She said it came out pretty good. My sister said her favorite was the oh God, the macaroni and cheese. I I I outdid myself this time. And I'm gonna tell you, I did I did the two eggs. I swear I believe it was the eggs too. But it's also the cheeses. I use that Kobe Jack cheese from what's the name of that people? Man, I gotta turn off the sound effect. Yeah, now I don't know how I made this sound. I did it over here. Um, the Kobe Jack cheese. I did not do the flour. No, I did not do the flour. So y'all can tell we was up here talking about cooking. No, I did not do the flour thing. Um, I did not do the flour thing, but the mac and cheese surprised me. But also this year I was extremely intentional, and with that I mean I watched the food cook. Like each thing I watched it. So like the macaroni and cheese. Um oh, and I'm gonna tell you, you know what? This something happened to me. Now for the ham, I needed it. What do you think? What do you think I did not have? You're not gonna believe this. So I go in the cabinet looking for aluminum foil. I could not find aluminum foil to save my life. You know why? Because somebody in here be coloring their hair and all that stuff. And they had the aluminum foil. I was out of aluminum foil. So I couldn't cover. I think the only thing that suffered was the ham couldn't be covered by the aluminum foil. So the yams, I did them first inside there, and then and when they were almost done, then I put the marshmallows on top of them. I think I messed up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I think I was supposed to be counting 50. One, two. Hold up a minute, because I think I stopped counting and hadn't gotten to 50 yet. Oh, brother. So hold up. Yes, I didn't have no aluminum foil. So the mac and cheese, when it was cooking, I had to watch it because I didn't want the cheese to burn. It was a man, I was so mad. No, well, there was not all these stores had big notices like they was closing. So I didn't even chance going outside looking for no aluminum foil. And then plus I'm gonna go to BJ's and get the real big one for like the barbecue again because people around here use that for their hair. I was like, why don't I have aluminum foil? I don't even use the oven. Then because I didn't have the foil when I put the damn what do you call it? Marshmallows up there. When I put the marshmallows on the yams, why they spilt onto the damn thing and the bottom. So then I turned off the whole oven. This is before I even start making the ham. I turned off the whole oven, getting the oven cleaner, the cleaner inside there, because I don't want to be doing extra work afterwards. But it still ain't even clean to my satisfaction. So I am gonna spend my Monday off day in here doing that. But that had me so pissy mad. All right. Now let me see if I got 50 going around. Then my sister called me and she was like, I'm here. So then I had to stop what I was doing to go get her to bring her here. It was just like then I was annoyed and I was like, I wanted to watch the parade. I couldn't get the parade going. T is texting me. She's like, Ma, the parade is the best parade ever. This is the best one ever. I ain't get to see it. So I was a little annoyed by that. I saw pieces of it, but I didn't get to see the performances. So I didn't get to see Busta Rhyme and all that stuff. The banana pudding was slamming. And this year I used the carnation, the other milk, whatever the sweet condensed milk. So T was like, that was she was like, oh, that was the best. So now I gotta figure out how to do that again, but without the whole milk. Cause I could taste the milk differences. Ooh. And that's it. Yeah, so banana pudding came out great. We probably don't even have. I know she just told me the yams is going. Oh, those string beans, they was forever good. They were forever good. But I'm gonna try to do collard greens again because she's not gonna discourage me that she ain't like my collard greens. But I will. The next time I will be getting the salt back. But like I said, I gotta make sure I shop in the black neighborhood so I could get the collard greens and everything. But I gotta go into the black neighborhoods to do that kind of cooking. And that was it. But I was humble. So I didn't make a big quantity. I made enough to feed I guess now for 2 days because I mean we had leftovers yesterday and today. But me personally, I was eating I had fish yesterday, so listen to Nugget barking. He wants y'all to know he around. No. I did not count to make sure that this was 50, so I gotta make sure it's 50 on the next go round. I wonder why Nugget's barking. But yeah, everything I made, I was happy with it. I know one thing, I'm still gonna be able to eat days afterwards. You got people putting together these $1,000,000 meals, these $1,000 spreads, and then the next day they ask to be hungry because they don't got no anything for the next couple of days. But then I guess they'll be all right. Did y'all talk about the things you're thankful for? I should have did that. N- Next year I'll do that. I think I just wanted to eat, and then I was making these snowmen, so I really didn't have. I wanted to, but actually on Thursday I didn't do any snowmen. I just I started this back up Friday, and I think I only did one yesterday, and I finished one this morning. Maybe that's what happened. Three, six, seven, eight. Yeah, that's probably what happened. Because I'm sure that this is not going to be able to do this whole. I'm going to need to use another yarn. Yarn does two. So that might be about right. I might need to go into the third. So good thing I did buy that other yarn. And I think I'm just going to make me a hat out of the leftovers. I still did not count. This is crazy. All right, I might count going around. I'm gonna be so mad if I don't have the number when I go around for the third time. This is 3 out of 12. 3 out of 10. Cause I'm on the second part. And I need those other clips that people be using. Two. All right, we're gonna count this time. Three, four, five, six. You know what? I'm so wrong with this. It's only supposed to be 40. I can't do this. It's only supposed to be 40, and I think I have 50. I'm gonna have to do this all over. So, 1 second. No, it's 50. It's 60, 50. One, two, three, four, five, six. All right. It's supposed to be 50. Seven, eight, nine, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and I think this is why isn't this working? Oh, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. All right, so we're good on the count. 50 is the number she gave us. We're now on row 4, though. Let me make sure. We are now on row 4 of 10. I did the canned beans for the gondolas. Cause I always like the canned bean. It's the right proportion for the amount of rice. I mean, I did I did 1.5 cups of rice this time. Yeah, I did 1.5 cups of rice. I normally do 2 cups of rice to 4 cups of water, but this time I drawed it back to 1.5. Technically, I could have just did one, and we still would have been good. Good. So I didn't want to have a lot of food left over. I wasn't trying to waste food and sit up here and be like, oh, I spent that kind of money and stuff. No, no, no. And that's it. I use the regular seasoning. I use the two Goya seasonings in the jar. I use the sofrito and the whatever the green one is. I don't know why I can never know what the name of the green one is. But I also use chorizo. So, and then just regular chopped up garlic. But I boil the chorizo first, and then all the way out with the water. Then fry it up and cut them into little pieces of meat, and then season it. Add my In this case, I added 3 cups of water. Let it boil up. Then I added in my rice. Then I let the water dissipate from the rice a little bit where there was just water covering the rice. I added my olives. Then when the water got on the top, then I added my can of beans. Now the beans messed me up because I forgot to drain them. So to me, they made the rice a little bit more sticky, but then I added them up there. So then when it's about 5 minutes left in the cooking process for the beans and the rice and stuff, I then went in there and mixed it. But you could see the little holes poking through in the rice, and that's when I mixed it. But I don't just throw everything in at one time. I throw it in layers. The olives wouldn't have mattered, and I don't use the olives with the pit. The olives wouldn't have mattered when they went in there. But the beans, I always leave them to, because they have their own water. So, and yes, I used Uncle Ben's rice, but there's a problem finding his rice with whoever's name it is now. I use his rice, but it's been hard to find the rice lately. Yeah, it's the little jars. I don't know what they call, but I use them. I use the red jar and I use the other jar, the green one. I use both jars. But actually, to be honest, anything you make and you want to be like I'm a little Spanish, I use both of those too. I use those by Goya. I use both of those. A spoon of them in anything. Even like if I'm making meat, I just be dipping it in there. Like, I don't know if you're supposed to, but I do. And I use water, but most of the time I like to use the vegetable stock. But I didn't use vegetable stock this time. I was thinking of LMNOP when I was draining the beans. I was like, "Oh, this is runoff. He love him some runoff," and then that made me laugh because I was like, the things that I take away from this internet that people just don't know, like the experience I had with other folks. Like I'll always think of that as runoff. Um, because that's what that's what he called it on his thing. So that's just crazy. Oh boy. But that's just what I'm doing. What big stuff you into? What else do you have going on? I'm on row 5. So I'm halfway there with the stomach part. Tomorrow I might just be making all the noses. And then I need to start with the scarves. But I need the other girls in the office to bring me their leftover yarn to make the scarves so we can have a variety of scarves. I think the hard part is gonna be the hat. Is making the hat. Cause I think all of the dressing up of the thing is y'all going to church. When in the morning? Oh, more power to y'all. Man, listen. Oh, they are? Let me find out you done got yourself in the church. Well, it's coming to it. I mean, the season is coming to an end. 6 out of 10. The season is coming to an end. Oh boy. And just to think, I still have to make the signage that says there's snow place. Like, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. There's snow place like, and then that's it. Hmm. Every little step I take is gonna be right inside this house. No, but Monday I need to straighten up and do what I normally do on Mondays because now I'm gonna have to add the stove to my list. Is Monday the first? Well, that's nice that you're going to the church you grew up in. Some things are such memories that you can't get rid of. I hope I have enough stuffing because I'm not buying another stuffing. But I'm sure we got stuffing left. But I bought cotton stuffing. This was polyester stuffing. I know I have cotton stuffing left at the office. But again, this is number 9, and I only have 11 to go. Yes, number 9. Yep, I've come a long way. Let me see. Oh, not so bad either. I mean, I remember when it was taking me like, it took me like 5 hours to do one of these guys. Yo, I watched some good Lifetime movies yesterday. They was crazy. Had me going. I don't even know the name of them, but thank shout out to YouTube because they were YouTube free movies or something they got going on here. I was watching them. I was like, oh, there was this one with this guy who let me see what that one was that one was good. Like his are you 2 years in the crochet world now? No, girl, I told you I was crocheting long before I came up here crocheting. I just freestyle myself. This I got this because we did some other animal in the office and they had us closing him out. I was like, why we gotta do that? Why can't we do that? Tony Braxton have some she's doing with her song titles. Um, well, this one I saw first of all, it it was the Pete Robinson chick. You know the one that was I don't know. That one That one, I think she had a son with autism. Oh, I could not play that role. And she had a son, and they was putting him in a program, and the father, like, they spent their Christmas at Hope, whatever it was. Um, and it was just crazy. Yeah, Holly Robinson. Yeah, Robinson Pete. Right. So I saw that one. Did she wait? Did she? Who did she play on Mr. Cooper? No, I don't remember her from there. Did I count that one when I went around? I did, right? I said six. Yeah, six sounds about right. Um, yeah. Um, so she was in that one. That one was good. She was divorcee. The father, the kids. So it was the father, the mother. She played the mother. Her mother came with her daughter, and then they dropped the kid off at the program, and the program was like, "You can't stay. Um, we have to see if he's independent and all this other stuff. If we want him in the program." That was bringing back memories to me. No, there was no Raven Simone. No, I can't watch nothing with that chick. Well, you could tell she was very emotional, and this child played really like someone who understood. It's just it kills me. They had them play "Twas the Night Before Christmas" was the school play that he did, and they made him a reindeer, and he was all happy to come hopping out there. I was like, go ahead, hop your happy ass. Man, this when you know they be trying to get us. We so mad. I'm talking about Mr. Cooper again. Yeah, I don't remember Mr. I don't even know who Mr. Cooper was, unless he was that school teacher. I don't think I really watched Mr. Cooper because I think Mr. Cooper was a knockoff to Steve Harvey's show. So I don't think I really watched it because I was like, why are they gonna repeat Steve Harvey's show? And then they killed the Romeo in real life. That's crazy. Yo, you saw the guy from oh, Mr. Cooper was first. All right, well, I don't like Mr. Cooper. He was a I don't know. It was just Mr. Cooper was doofy to me. She could have been in there. I don't remember. Um, I don't remember that one because I ain't really watch it. I didn't really like it. Mr. Cooper. Um, what's the other one? There's some. So I watched that one. Then there was this other show. Oh, it was called another movie. It was called The Ultimate Gift. Um, it was called The Ultimate Gift, and oh, that one was good. I don't know who these white people is. Don't ask me. But it was about this so it was about this guy who, and I'm gonna tell you, the storyline did not connect 100% for me, but it still was sentimental, and it had Momo crying on the couch. I was like, I need to go to bed now because I'm sitting here crying. Anyway, well, homie's grandfather died, and he was like this rich spoiled kid, and he went to the reading of the will and he didn't get anything. and he had to do some things that his grandfather wanted him to do. So the rest of the family was like, "Yeah, we ain't messing with you. We was told not to do nothing for you and interfere with us getting our money." So they like cut him off. So they like cut him off. So now he's walking it through the streets. I don't know what city he was in, but he's like sleeping on the bench and carrying on. He runs into this girl walks over to him, and he's arguing with this other homeless guy for the bench. And the guy was like, "Let's flip for it." So then he went to go flip for it, but he didn't even have a coin in his pocket, girl. Oh yeah, so when grandpa died, his cards got cut off and everything, so he's out eating dinner with a girl. He didn't have enough money to pay for the meal. It just is all bad. All right, so he's fighting with this homeless guy over the bench who's gonna get on the bench, right? So this girl walks up with this umbrella. The minute I saw the girl with the umbrella, I'm like, why is she walking around with an umbrella, right? So that was like weird to me. But anyway, she walks up to him and she's like, I got a coin. So then the two of them start flipping. They go to flip the coin. So the other bum goes, and he gets the coin and he runs off with the coin. So there's like, oh man. So anyhow, the girl's like, I'll be your best friend and this and that. And he like needed a best friend to go into back to the will. So he went back to the attorney's office with her and her mother and this and that. And they asked her, little smart little girl, but she ends up having cancer. She's staying at the hospital that of course is owned by his deceased grandfather and this and that. So he just goes through um he just goes back in time. There's a period of time when he goes as part of the will, he goes to the country where his father was killed at, and like he now gets to live the story of what happened to his father and stuff like that. It's just it was a good movie. I would highly recommend. But the girl does die. The woman with cancer, she does die in the story, which is sad. But the mother and him like connect. So I guess it's left up to your imagination. They're gonna live happily ever after. On his He ends up getting like billions of dollars. But his grandfather loved him, but I guess after the death of his father, his grandfather didn't know how to. Man, it was a tearjerker, but for no reason. If I hadn't been asleep, half asleep, it wouldn't have been a tearjerker. I just would have looked at it and I would have been like, these pathetic ass people. But I couldn't be like that because I was like, I didn't cry when the girl died. It was like when he went to I don't know what third world country he went to and went to the airplane where his father had crashed. Um, and the guy said like he didn't want to show him the area, but homie stole the little truck, and the man was hiding in the back of the truck, and so he took him over there. But then the people kidnapped him and the man, and they was beating up the man and stuff, and he was laying in there and he was saying to himself like, damn, I put this man in jeopardy and we're in jeopardy. So then it was Christmas day, and the people that took him, they wanted to play with them and drink with them and act all funny. And then it was like in the morning, Morta, they gonna kill him in the morning. So while they was all drunk and sleep, the guy escapes and runs away. Then he thinks about it. He's like, oh, I gotta go back and get the man. So he went back and got the man. and they both escaped out of the prison camp because they was gonna be killed the next day. And that's it. But he was screaming, "I could give you any kind of money, this and that." Anyway, he makes it back, but at least he got to know what happened to his father. Um. Oh, okay. So you was watching the Christmas Lifetime ones? I guess so. I guess. I guess. I guess so. I mean, but there was a disconnect. Like, it was alright. All right. It was a good way to pass the time. What I didn't watch this year that I usually watch is Miracle on 34th Street. I did not watch that at all this year. I remember that, and like it was like a few things you did. Thanksgiving, you watched Miracle on 34th Street. Christmas, you watch A Christmas Story all day long on Christmas Day. Then on New Year's, you watch Ed Crandon, The Honeymooners or The Twilight Zone. It's one of the others. You would just watch that. It's just like some things are just routines, things that you just do. We on row 9 of 10, and you just watch those. But that's the story, and that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I gotta go get the stuffing when I start to decrease this one. Oh, so I guess tomorrow I'll do two tomorrow to finish this, or probably the rest of the night I'll make noses. Y'all watch Home Alone? Oh, that's funny. I don't know which one or two, because I would think after they done left him, they wouldn't have left nobody no second time around. Like, how did that even happen? But it did look like a whole. Oh, Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown. He's a clown. No, I ain't watching no Charlie Brown. I mean, I used to watch him, but I don't think I know T has an obsession for Snoopy, but I bet you she didn't even watch. When your teacher sounds like this, it's like, what are we watching this for? I used to like Baby New Year though. The one with Rudolph and the little bird with the big ears. I forgot who I say used to look like that bird on here. But charge it off to the game. Probably just charge it to the game. Oh, I was about to say I did not put that back on there, but I got two in here. All right. Charge it to the game. And that's it. But maybe I should have made the noses and attached them when I was making this. I hope my count is not off with them, but because I promised myself I'm not logging into the system until Monday. Until Monday, even though I don't go back until Tuesday. But you know, all right. So let me see. So those are two I saw. I feel like I saw something else. This is the last row, and then now I have to start um I'm gonna start decreasing stitches. So I'm gonna go from 40 to wait a minute. I'm gonna go from 50 to 40, 40, 30, 20, 30, 40. That's how that works. And that's that. I don't do that. I don't do that now. I didn't see nothing else. Let me see her. She made it with the donut. I'm not into banana pudding, but I should have tried Auntie's. Yeah, you should have tried it. Listen, anytime a person can make banana pudding without bananas, without pudding, and only some dry ass cookies, I could try anybody else's thing because like I said, the internet is left to your imagination and these people be leaving a lot of things to your imagination. What are y'all having ribs? Like, damn it. Damn it. Ribs are well, I don't know because you could eat ribs all year round. Ribs are for the summer meal. That's the stuff you have at barbecues. But I don't know because even the people that make the lasagna and stuff, they be going on out. It be like anything you know how to cook is good for Thanksgiving. What donuts that make you want to try it? What donuts? What are you talking about? What's going on with the donut? I know it's keeping some of your messages in the thing. They might not be YouTube friendly. Black aunties make everything. They could. I know one thing. They could. I don't got any left. Uh, oh, she put them in her banana pudding. Oh, that's different instead of cookie. Oh, that's different. Well, they be using them chessmen cookies up in there. T been trying to get me, but I find them to be too buttery. I don't know if I ever want to try making that with those. All right, so now we're gonna go from 50 to 40 stitches. So let's see. Let's see what I do because I'll be messing up. All right, so one, two, three, and four, five, six, seven, eight, 9, 10, 11, and now we're gonna do 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. This is where I'll be getting scared when I'm getting to the end. 36. Okay. 37, 38, 39, and I made it 40. Next row is going to have only 30 stitches now. I think it's the therapeutic, but I still wish it was done. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Okay, so this is one. We're now going to do 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna have to get another yarn too. 9. All right. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. You ordered Chipotle. 28, 29, 30. Next row, we are going to have 20. So we still decreasing. I ordered stuff for a homemade Chipotle inspired bowl with toasted tortillas on the side. All right, that's what's up. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and we made it for the 20. All right, next row coming up, we're going to go back up to 30. One. So now we're going to go back up to 30, see where we are at. But let me go get the stuffing. Hold up a second. Let me go get the stuffing. Oh, that's pretty good. I'm gonna be able to I went to go get the stuffing. I is back. I's back. All right, I got the stuffing. I don't know. This stuffing don't feel like the other one was like more like looser. I don't know. Okay, so we just gonna stuff him. What number did I stop at? Ugh, I messed that all up. Hold up. Wait a minute. We was about to go up to, we was about to go back to 30. You see that? Okay. So let's just go boop and boop. Okay. And then this is gonna be 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, no San Francis tonight. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. All right, next row, we're going up to 40. Okay, so this is going to be 1. Oof. Probably got another half an hour with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. It gets a little heavier when you stop at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 30, 39, 40. Okay, we got 40. Now we're going to go around for the first time out of 8. Count again to make sure I got the right count. All right, so I made 40. Now I'm going to go into row 2 of 8. Woohoo! We on row 2 of 8. Let me see, let me see, let me see. Clutch, clutch, clutch. All right. So let me just put a 2 in the chat so I don't forget where I'm at. I gotta do 2 of 8. Okay, let's go, Momo. Do 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 do. I'm gonna have to put another yarn on here. I would like to close it up. on row 5 of 8. Got a pause right there. I'm 6 of 8. I'm gonna stop some more. Okay. Trying to see if there's an easy one, because this last one was easy. See, this was easy, but we're gonna use that one because I hate digging. All right, this is all the yarn I got left for this one, but it might go a little bit further than what I'm thinking. So let's just see. We are on row 6 of 8. Let's see how far we go. I might be able to close up with this one. All right, this is the left. Okay, let's see how we could go around with this. We might be able to close. I doubt it, but we'll see. This is row 8. Before we start to decrease from 40 to 30. Okay, now I gotta figure this out. I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go to 40 to 30. So this is gonna be 1, 2, 3. I'm joining my new yarn. 4. All right, so that's 4. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and now down to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. All right. Next round, 20. This is the part. This is 2. Now I'm looking for the thing because I need to bring this up here. This is 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Now, what I do is come over here and stuff the rest of the head. Now, this is number 9. Okay, so this is one. Hold up. three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now I'm going to pull it, but close it. I should have did that before. Close the hole nicely. It's closed. One, two, three. We're doing 30. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 over. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. I'm pulling in new yarn. 28, 29, 30. This next row, we're going to do 40. Oops, I dropped that. So this is going to be one. Hold up. Wait a minute. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. All right, this row we're going to do 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. This row is now the 60. One, one, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Now this will go around 60 again to be the first round out of 12. 1, this is for accuracy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 29, 30. Looking good. 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 2, 53, 54, 55, I'm gonna make it. 56, 57, 8, 59, and 6. So that completes row 1 in the rail. I gotta do 12 more to finish up the bottom, middle, top. Ow! So this will be number 10 that I'm working on. 10 of 11. All right, so I see y'all back here tomorrow. Tomorrow I should be finished this one by tomorrow. But yeah. So tomorrow I think I will come and I will do all the noses. And the noses are gonna be quick. But I think that's what I'll make tomorrow will be the noses. If I'm finished with number 10 and 11. So we'll see. Anyway, this is Mo. I've got to go. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm up here crocheting. Anyway, see y'all later.